What is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Rahul ready. I do not know why I did that so fast. Today is going to be the third part of our expanded segments, and we're going to be going over Turbidork, a deck that I think is very powerful in expanded, and has been proving its prowess by winning a League Cup over in Florida, where some of the best were playing: Igor Costa, Jimmy Pendarvis, Jose Morero, all these guys. But a player who hasn't played in a year or two, Tyler Chaplin, came back after doing some life stuff, a good friend of mine, and won with a Turbidork list. It is nothing like this one. The lists are actually completely different. He didn't play any males. He played Fury belts. He played like way more lasers and like way more like stuff. I don't know, dude. I like my list. I think it's good. Let's get into it without further ado. Turbidork has not changed too much. You have the Dark Cloak guy. You have this guy who comes back to life. Dead End is a really good GX attack in this meta where all these GXs and EXs have so much HP. Zoroark Greninja is the cream of the crop. A base with 2 energies is already doing 90 damage, which is a lot. So for a couple energies, you're hitting for 3 Hana, which is really, really good. I have 1 Dedenne and 2 Shamans because I think that's the correct mix. I don't think you need a Lele at all because these supporters hit the bin pretty quickly with compressors and VS Seekers. I have a Mew Memories of Dawn in here because this can copy your Zoro Greninja and deals with Mew GX pretty well. The only issue is we do lose to the Mew Plume version that's playing Jolteon, which, yeah, whatever, dude. If they get it off, they get it off. And we have a bench barrier Mr. Mime to deal with the Greninja Wailord, or not Greninja Wailord, Magikarp Wailord GX. And we also have it to deal with Pikarom, because I think both those decks can exploit the fact that you bench 2 Shamans and it's Dene. We have 3 compressors, which I think is fine. I have 1 computer search. It could also be a dowsing, depending on how you want to play the late game. I have 4 Dark Patch. I have 2 Hypnotoxic Laser. I think 2 to 3 is the correct number because you can use Dead End, and you can also add the 10 extra H damage that you need to have. There's 4 Max Elixirs, 3 Trainer's Mail, 4 Ultra Balls, 4 VS Seeker, 3 Skyfield, a Colress, 2 Guzma, an N, 3 Sycamore, 2 Choice Band, and 12 Energy. This is the epitome of consistency. It is a very straightforward, standard, cut and dry deck. Without further ado, let's get into a game, shall we? Hopefully our opponents hit us pretty quickly so we can get into a game. Okay, sorry, just responding to Bose Barrero. And then we go to winning the coin flip. That's pretty good. This is Turchon. This is someone it's name I recognize, but I don't remember who it could be. So we have a pretty good opener here. We have a pretty good thing here. The hand is actually really, really solid. I just have to make sure I can get an attack. I'm going first, so I can just kind of go attach pass if I need to. Ideally, I hit a compressor or something off this Trainer's Mail, so I can get an energy into the discard, put it in the bin, have Restoration active. Or I hit a supporter that I can Dedenne away and get, with the thing, with VS. Wobbuffet, that is incredibly unfortunate for us. Wow, this sucks. Trainer's Mail. Well, Ultra Ball. We will Ultra Ball these 2 away. I can't really do anything because of Wobbuffet. So that's not good for us. So we'll do this. We'll put this down, and we're going to have to just go ahead and pass, actually, because that's... I think Wobbuffet Hitmonchan is probably the worst matchup we could ask for. This might be Celisaur. This might be... because he's playing Grass Energies and stuff, so it could be Wobbuffet Celisaur. Which is also pretty... I think Celisaur is fine. If it's Celisaur, I think I'm okay. Because I can actually one-shot them the moment this Wob leaves the active spot. But if it is Hitmonchan Wob, then we lose. For sure. We need to top deck a supporter. We need to top deck a compressor. We need to top deck something. His hand is poop also. So we got a VS Seeker, which means compressor is now a live hit for us. So we're going to just pass. We're just going to pass. We're just going to keep pass. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. Nothing's going on here, right? And then Dark Patch, that's fine. We're passing. Okay, he's got a DCE Celisaur. That's a little bit scary. We got a Guzma, though, so we're going to bring that bad boy up, and we get to play the game. Okay, cool. This is perfect, actually. Because now we get the Choice Band down here. We can Sky Field. We're going to Ultra Ball. We do lose a Dark Patch, which is okay, I think. We're going to get the other Zoroninja. I think I just want to set up 2 separate attackers this turn if I can. And we're going to detonate. Ideally, we hit some elixirs here. We hit 1 elixir, okay. So elixir first before I compressor. Perfect. We'll do the first compressor. We have a Dark Patch already. So we get rid of the Restoration Darkrai. This guy, this guy, this. And then we're going to do that on the next one. We'll get rid of 1 more energy because we have Restoration Darkrai in the discard. We have 2 Restoration Darkrai's technically in the bin. So we could get rid of another energy, but I want to keep elixirs slightly alive. So we'll go to the N and we'll go to the Colress. So now we're playing with the VS Seekers that our deck has given to us. I think this is fine. So now we can Dark Patch. See how fast this deck could go from 0 to 100 real quick. All of a sudden, I had nothing going for me, and then with a Guzma top deck, the deck is roaring, and it's going roaringly fast. So this comes down. I think I want to use this guy as an attacker onto the Wob if I need to. So we'll go ahead and Max Elixir. Oh, I missed the Max Elixir. That's a little bit unfortunate. We'll attach to the active. We'll Trainer's Mail. I don't think I want to grab anything. Maybe the Ultra Ball, just pitch it with the Sycamore that I'm about to do. Just draw 7 new cards. Again, we're like, oh, I already supported. I Guzma. I'm silly. That's on me. So we're just going to do Restoration. We have 1 Restoration. That's okay. We could have played that a little bit better. Gotten 2 Restorations. The turn was so quick that I did not realize. And we do 180 whopping damage out of nowhere. And if he attacks us with Pollen Hazard here, then the game swings back in our favor because we can attach here and try to find a way to move into this guy. Also, I can set up for a dead end to just knock out a Salsaur out of nowhere, which is probably what I'm going to try to do. He's going to Float Stone. He's going to Pollen Hazard here, and he's going to try to make sure that we can't play the game. But little does he know that our hand has an energy already, and we just need to find a Dark Patch or Elixir. So maybe it's better to just pitch this energy. I don't know. I'm not burned anymore. That's pretty sick. Dark Patch. So we can... I have a Shaman in deck. Let's just do this. We're greedy. Top decking the Dark Patch was not the best top deck, but, you know, with the existing Ultra Ball and everything in our hand, we're just going to do this. We're just going to Shaman. We're going to draw 6 brand new cards. Needing an energy. We got the energy. We're going to retreat. And we're going to go ahead and Dark Pulse. Turbodark is just one of those decks that you don't need too much, but once you're rolling, you get going. I know it's a little bit different from the Turbodark or Dark Box in Standard because Weavile and everything exists, but there we go. That's a win on the board. We got time for 1 more game. We could rally it up. Zoroninja needs 2 energy to attack. All the Darkrai attackers need 3, yes, but you do have Dark Patch and you have the ability to Restoration and auto-attach an energy to yourself, so every time you're only missing an attachment plus 1 thing like a Dark Patch or an Elixir, which makes the deck really, really scary, actually, just because you can just do all this out of nowhere. Yeah, Turbodark is just, I think, one of the most consistent and powerful decks right now, and this is probably my top expanded pick besides Mew 3 Plume, which I have not done a video on. By the time you guys are watching this, it's Friday, so I've not done a video on Mew 3 Plume yet, but Mew 3 Plume is a deck that I will be doing a video on leading into the next week. We're just doing a little bit of expanded because Standard's kind of been fleshed out. Everybody knows what's going on in Standard. Sure, Hidden Fates has hit the tables, but what really are we doing in Hidden Fates until the first Regionals comes by? So we're going to wait, see what happens at the Regionals, and then we'll take our own flavor to some of those lists. I don't remember the name of the Regionals, but it's over in Europe. So we'll see how that shapes up before we do anything there. So the Restoration Darkrai is a pretty good opener. I have a Shaman to draw more cards. The rest of the hand kind of sucks. An Ultra Ball top deck would be pretty good. Trainer's Mail is pretty good. Let's start with the Trainer's Mail. We're just going to take the Hypnotoxic Laser. I don't really know what this Sneasel's doing. It's a little bit spooky. Let's draw some cards. 2 cards, that's okay. We are okay in an okay spot. Okay, that's fine. Both Zoro Ninjas look like they are prized. That's unfortunate. So we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll discard the Sycamore. So we're going to go ahead and Restoration. We're going to Elixir. So Dead End has to take a prize from me here. And then we're going to go ahead and pass. I could chorus for 2, but I think that's really just wrong. I don't know why I'd ever do that, knowing that my 2 Zoro Ninjas are prized. So we're all of a sudden in a little bit of a precarious situation. He can Sneaky Smash here also. But I do have the Dark Patch. So if he Sneaky Smashes off the active, I can Dark Patch. If he does it at the bench, I can Dark Patch. It doesn't matter. I can just Dark Patch. I'm going to Dark Patch Colress next turn. Or Dark Patch Guzma, maybe. So Sneaky Smash is what this looks like he's going to be doing. I don't really know what my opponent's deck is. T-Dog. You got something for me? You go Sneaky Smash. Sneaky Smash. Sneaky Smash comes out. So now we're going to be looking for a Darkrai. Okay, off the bench. VS Seeker for the Sycamore. That's live, thank God. And let's use the Sycamore and draw a brand new set of 7 cards. All we're looking for is Darkrai. There we got it. Why we get 3 Skyfields? That's unfortunate. It's fine. We got there. Well, we got what we needed to get. So Turbo Dark is one of those decks that even though I prized 2 Zoro Ninjas and my opponent passed, I won the game, you know? Everything going against me here. Dead end. Lol. That is the deck, guys. It is very powerful. I think overall it is one of the best decks in the expanded format right now. So leading into Richmond, Cups, Challenges, whatever you have, this is, I think, the best deck to just high roll your way through a BO1. So if you like the video, please remember to like, subscribe, follow my socials, stay up to date on content, leave in the comments below what you guys like to see, expanded, standard, interviews, whatever you want to see. I'll try to make it happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it.